All right, this is the second episode in trying to save this barn find Troybilt mower. And I wanted to show you what I've done since the last video. The cable on this thing, because it was left outside, neglected, and I think probably left under a deck, but definitely outside. The cable was completely rusted, as often happens, and so I'd like to try to spend as little as I can on these mowers that are in bad shape, just to try to get them running. So I create a kill cable out of old kill cables. So here's what it looks like. I save this cable end and then run it. I save this stub here. So that's just the end of the cable. So the steel cable then runs out. I join it with a 3/8 or 7/16 by 1/4 inch screw and a lock washer and a nut. I loop it around and then run the ends through there and hold it together. So this is under considerable tension, and I have made the spring a little less tight, but it still works great. And so I did put one little knot there to take up some slack. So here's how it works now. Watch this. So see, that's cleared, and that mower will start. And there's enough tension still on the spring to where it comes back and will shut off. And all this cost me nothing. So that should work. Now, if I had a bag on here, it might not work, but I don't have the bag. So this certainly will work now to shut the mower on and off. Let's take a look now under the air filter. Boy, there's a lot of dirt on this mower. Amazing. And that is super bad. That's got to come off. So let me set the phone down, and we might even try to pull a cord on this thing here in a minute. I did check the mower. As if you'll recall, and it does have compression. It is automatic priming, self-priming. Let me get my gloves on. And I want to make sure that mechanism is working. Make sure that this thermostat has the spring action that it's supposed to. And it does. See how it springs back? So that should work. That looks okay. The air gap seems to be all right. I often check the flywheel key to be sure that it's not sheared, but based on the condition of the blade, I'm thinking this is probably going to be okay. So let me pull this air filter off, and you can see it's just covered in dirt and oil, and there's no air going to be going through that, so that's not going to work. Let me throw that away. Underneath the air filter, it's very clean. One problem I can see right now is that the choke is open, and that is wrong. That is incorrect. So this has to be so that's open. That choke is closed. I don't know if somebody's worked on this or not, but so that's, oh, yeah. The problem, of course, here is the throttle spring, or not throttle spring, the choke spring that pulls the choke plate back is missing. So this just floats around. So that's no good. There's a point, let me get my camera. That's probably why this mower was abandoned. They thought it wasn't going to run. I have a feeling there's nothing wrong with this mower. Let me show you this. Because I looked down here and I thought, well, wait a minute, that choke plate is open. That's supposed to be open because the engine's cold. So this should, this is the choke plate lever here on top. And see how it's just flopping around? That's incorrect. There has to be a spring, and you can see where it attaches. It attaches right there on that little pivot point. So the spring is going to clip there, and then it's going to go under the arm that pushes the automatic choke open when it gets hot, because this is going to come this way and it's going to push this open. But see, for it to start, it has to be over here, and that spring is missing. So I'm going to get that spring from my spare parts and install that. And it'd probably be easier for me to install that if I have the if I have this plate off. But I could probably reach under here and do it. But let's go ahead and take this off. So I'm going to get my electric drill here. And the first thing I'm going to do is take off these 5/16 screws. There's one, there's the other one. I'm not sure where that screw went, but I'll find it later. Gotta get that one. Come on, you. That should be loose. Let me get my little magnet here. Get that out of there. Where'd that other screw go? Oh well, I'll find it later. Okay, so we got that one out of there. And now we're gonna get the two carburetor screws out. And to do that, I need a, here's the size. This is a 9/32. So let me put that on the drill. And we'll get this plate, this air filter plate off of here. So we're gonna get this one out. I don't want that to end in the trash, so move that out of there. Now this one. And let me get my little magnet here. So it's boop and boop. So I got both of those out. And now this will just sort of pop off. So let's try and do that. Okay, so that's off. I was hoping I'd find that little screw, but it's gone for now. Okay, so you can see what we're dealing with here. Okay, now you can see this a little better. This little point right there, see that it's going to be a spring that's going to loop around that. And then that spring is going to run over this way and it's going to loop around that end, which is sticking up right there, and that's going to hold this way. And see, now the choke is choked now. That's what you want. And then as you pull it, it starts, and then this is going to move this way and open the choke, okay? And it's supposed to go back when it's cold. See, it's not. So when you come back, I will have installed that spring. Stay tuned.